Guys, this is Mr. Bubbles. Next month, I am going to be attending the huge convention. It's a national power washing convention that happens every year in Nashville, Tennessee. And this year, I'm hoping to see a lot of you guys there. So check this out.
That trade show is packed. I spent most of this later evening in there, and I don't think I've seen a third of the show floor yet. The cool part is you get to go meet all the people where you do spend your money. So you get to meet Kurt Kempton with Responsibility. You get to meet the girls from Joe's office, the great people at Conquer. You get to meet them. It isn't just over the phone or, an interaction over the computer.
This is my very first huge convention, and man, I should have been coming here forever. It's amazing the people that you meet here and the knowledge you'll get from being here. You could take it home and create whatever you want.
Oh man, we've learned a ton. We've been doing all the classes we can get in, and then we've been networking, man. We've been meeting lots of great people, making great connections. It's worth a lot more than you pay to get in here, man. Those connections pay off dividends. And if you're not connected in the industry, man, you're missing out. It's a place to be.
The knowledge and the experience you get from being around like-minded individuals and learning to interact with people inside your industry and collaboration, that's the main thing that brings me here. Of course, I like to see the new gadgets and all that kind of thing in the industry and the trade floor, But primarily, it's the knowledge that's dropped and the relationships you can build.
Our business really exploded. I was able to meet people and then make so many network connections that I can actually call people I'm still friends with today. And I don't think there's many industries where you could do that.
Guys, make sure you get your tickets to the huge convention. I want to meet a lot of you guys over there. Now, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode. So, a couple of days ago, I got an email. Now, the email was very long, but I'm going to paraphrase it. Essentially, what the person wanted to know is, what's the fastest way that you can grow your pressure washing business without taking a harmful shortcut? Shortcuts are never really ideal, but is there a way to take a positive shortcut where maybe you can condense, like it took me 4 years before I started making money in the pressure washing business. How can we condense that down to like a year and a half? And this is what this is, this next 2 episodes actually is about. This is my top 10 things that if I could go back in time, this is how I would do it. We're going to do 5 today and then 5 for tomorrow's episode, so make sure you stay tuned in for that. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Number 1 that I got on my list here is research and development. Now, guys, this is not something that I did when I first started my company. I just jumped right in, right into the deep end of the pool. When I decided that I wanted to leave the corporate world, as you guys well know, I used to be a store manager for like a big, grocery chain. And I dreamed about owning my own business. So what I did is I put a plan into motion to do it. The thing was, when I decided that I wanted to run my own business, I came up with 3 ideas. I don't think I've ever mentioned this on video before. So my number 1 idea was to open up a landscaping company. Number 2 was like a dog grooming or a pet grooming sort of thing, like a mobile one. I thought about that. But because I'm really into pets, but I didn't know anything about, grooming pets. So that wasn't really ideal. And then the third one was pressure washing. And the reason why I went with pressure washing simply because it was just affordable. With landscaping, I needed like a trailer. I needed a bunch of equipment I didn't have. I was going to need thousands and thousands of dollars. And I wanted something where, I could start it with less than $500. And that's what I did. When I jumped into pressure washing, I was doing free ads on Craigslist. I don't even think Craigslist is around anymore, actually. And then I was also using a pressure washer that I bought on Craigslist for 50 bucks. I'll never forget this. I went to the guy's house. We turned the machine on right there in his driveway, did a little section of it. $50 for that pressure washer. It lasted me only about 3-4 weeks. But anyway, my point here being is I did not invest a lot of money into pressure washing. And then as time went on, you know, I started developing myself. But I did not do any research and development. So that was a huge mistake. Now, you guys that are watching this video, you're smack dab in the middle of this research and development, but I'm kind of going to point you guys in the right direction here with 3 things that I want you to focus on. You should be researching your competition. Now, when I say research your competition, kind of see what you're going up against. See also if there's weaknesses there, like things that you could do better, you know, in your competition. Maybe there's areas in a town or a town near you where there is no competition, so that gives you kind of like a jumping off point. You want to know, you know, how long has your competitors been around? Are they a big company? Like, I'll give you guys an example. Here in my area is actually the biggest pressure washing company in America. They do about $12 million a year, $1 million a month. I know the guy. He has 69 employees, 30 trucks. I mean, big pressure washing company. I don't think anyone's ever even heard of him. I recently talked to him about 2 weeks ago. We ran into each other at a networking event. And yeah, he's not into any social media. He's not into YouTube. He doesn't go to any conventions, anything. I mean, he's just very mum about his business. And I mean, the guy is just, I mean, guys, like all his rigs are $80,000 to $120,000 units. I mean, they're all, what is that thing called, that box truck? I want to say NPR. It's not NPR. Oh my God, you guys know what I'm talking about here. I'll put it on the screen. I can't remember the name right now. But anyway, Isuzu NPR. That sounds about right. But anyway, all his units are like, wow, like amazing pressure washing units. And, you know, the bottom line is, you know, you want to research. Do you have a guy like that in your area? What is your competition doing? What services aren't they doing that maybe kind of gives you, you know, a leg up? Like, for example, I'm one of the only ones in all of Southern Maryland that does solar panel cleaning. Another thing is I recently was networking with a couple guys that do not do roof cleanings at all. So that's another area of opportunity for me. So research your competition. Like, for example, how many 5-star reviews do they have on Google? I know when I first started, the head honcho here in my area had 70, man, I want to say 78, 76 5-star reviews. So, you know, that kind of give me a good barometer of where, you know, I needed to shoot for. That was the white rabbit of my marketplace. So research that. Number 2, you want to research pricing. This is going to help you because you know where most of your competitors are. Like, what is, you know, every part of the country is different, guys. Like, I know guys in New York right now that are, their bare bones minimum price for a house wash is $600. Like, we can't charge that here in Maryland. It just doesn't work for our area. But also, New York, way expensive up there, right? With their their rents and their chemical costs. Like, I heard that they're up there, they're paying like $5-6 for SH. So, you know, the bottom line is New York price is a little bit higher than ours. And then ours is a little bit higher than, let's say, Florida, right? I hear that guys are down there doing house washes for less than $200. So the bottom line is it's going to vary for the different parts of the country because your costs will vary also. But you want to research pricing. Now, I've mentioned this, I don't know how many times on my channel already. I've come up with a blueprint that will work nationwide. It's a jumping off point. It's a 2-page PDF. You guys just email me. Of course, you will find my email in the description of not only this video, but every one of my videos. Guys, just email me. I'll send you this PDF. And it's not the, you know, end-all, be-all, guys, but like I said, it's a jumping off point. It'll give you at least a sense of where to start. But pricing is something that you're going to want to research as well. And then my last thing on this list for research and development is YouTube. Use YouTube as your reference. You know, when I first started, guys, I don't even know. Like, it's not something that I looked up. I don't know at what point, that people started posting videos on YouTube. I know the first video that I ever ran into, some of you guys probably never even heard of the name John Lang. R.I.P. by the way. He passed away, I think, of a heart attack a few years back. But anyway, so, you know, research as much as you can, guys, on YouTube. like processes, things in the field, how to, we just finished, for example, here in the Mr. Bubbles channel, we finished our downstreaming series. Guys, we did like, what, 10, 11 videos where it's like an hour-long video, like step by step by step, even teaching you how I make my chemical. And that's what I mean by doing research on YouTube. You want to research everything that you're actually physically going to be doing out in the field. So maybe like you're going to be doing a lot of driveway concrete cleaning. Okay, research a bunch of videos on concrete cleaning. Develop systems and processes that you're going to put into place from day one. These are the things that will help you because, guys, like when you're doing research and development, it's going to help you, and this segues real good into number 2 on our list, avoid mistakes. So the thing that really sets people back is, mistakes can cost you time, effort, energy, and guess what, guys? A lot of money. I'll give you guys a prime example. It was either, man, I want to say it was either the beginning or the end of my second season. I came to this house talking about mistakes. I went to this house and this guy had a brand new SUV. It was black. I'll never forget this. And the thing wasn't even a month old. And it was like but a foot away from the house, guys. And here I come with my 6% solution. I'm spraying like a big old knucklehead. Just ba, 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 ba. Not even thinking about the car. In the back of my mind, I was like, I could just rinse it at the end. Well, guess what, guys? I nuked that guy's paint. Like, it would not come off. When I switched to rinse, guys, I wish I would have taken a picture of this so I could show you guys. His car looked like a cheetah. It was all black and yellow, like a cheetah. And that yellow from the SH would not come off that paint, guys. He took it to get it buffed, would not come out. There was nothing they could have done. He had multiple people look at it. And finally what they decided to do is he had to take it to the dealership and get it repainted. Guys, like, wow. So after that, I put a system in place where whenever we go to a house, if there's a car in the driveway, we cannot do a house if the car is in the driveway. Like, it has to be away from the house. Our thing is at least 20 feet. Sometimes they just put it at the end of the driveway, but it has to be at least 20 feet away from the house. So there's an example. You guys will never make that mistake because you're going to install in your company that sort of rule for yourself. Never, ever, ever, ever spray, like, even if it's the neighbors. Like, we'll knock, if the neighbor's car is close enough to us, we'll knock on a neighbor's house and ask the neighbor to move the car. We do this a lot with townhomes and whatnot. But the bottom line, you guys are not going to make that mistake, right? But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. You guys are your own person with your own personality, with your own mindset, your own experiences. And guess what? You're going to make mistakes that I never made or nobody else ever made because they're going to be like intrinsic to you. They're going to be specific to you. So what I recommend is make sure you reach out to people and, you ask questions before you make a mistake. A lot of guys, they come to me after they already made the mistake. You don't want to do that. And by the way, so at the end of this week, I want you guys to be on the lookout for this video. I'm going to be going over my top 10 mistakes, and I'm going to do a deeper dive into that mistake with the paint, because that's going to be on there. But I'm going to be talking to you guys about my top 10 mistakes that I made when I started my pressure washing business, so you guys don't at least make those mistakes. But here's my point. And this is going to segue into number 3, which we're talking about the power of networking. So, when in order for you to avoid these mistakes, reach out to guys like me. Guys, I am part of your network. Okay, you guys are part of my network. This is one of the biggest things that held me back from being successful when I started my pressure washing business was I did not have anybody to go to. You guys can email me. You can reach out to me. And guess what? A lot of you guys don't know this. I actually have memberships on my channel. It's through YouTube itself. You can just look on the bottom of the video here. There's a little button that says, join. And I think it's like, I want to say it's $3 or $4 a month. I think it's $5 a month. And you have access to like a library of videos that only members can see. But then also we have a private Facebook group where there's already like about 100 of us. And you guys can ask questions, post videos, post pictures. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Being part of a community, and you guys are part of my community. where you can go and you can ask questions before you make a mistake. Like, for example, let's say you never did a metal roof before. Well, before you go mess up people's things, ask questions on how to do a metal roof. Or, you know, maybe you never did a pool patio before. Well, ask questions. We'll give you the answers. That way you can avoid mistakes. But anyway, diving deeper into number 3 here, the power of networking. Guys, like, I only really started making big money in the industry when I started understanding how important networking is, which for me was between years 7 and 8 of my business. This is when it was really on my radar because I had reached like a plateau of sorts and I was just having a hard time growing from there. So networking helped with that. Now, when I talk about networking, obviously I'm talking about joining groups like, for example, the Better Business Bureau. I've mentioned quite a bit the Chamber of Commerce. We do a lot of events through them. There's a bunch of Facebook groups where we actually meet in the real world. But I'm also talking about networking with other professionals, you know, throughout all kinds of industries. Guys, like, think about this. 30% of the businesses of the jobs that we do on a monthly basis comes from some sort of a referral from our part of our network, whether it's a property manager that's part of our network, a landscaper. We have, for example, a real estate agent. We do 30 to 40 houses for that one real estate agent per year. And that's one person. And we have dozens and dozens and dozens of real estate agents. So I recommend you reach out to these people. Find out where they meet. Find out where they are. Simply cold call them. Like if you put, for example, landscaping companies near me on Google, well, guess what, guys? Like, you're going to have a list of 40, 50 guys. Call them. Let them know what you're doing, that you want to network with them. And again, this is going to help you because guess what? You're helping the community by getting them work. There's a guy here in my area, for example. He has a, what is that thing called? An asphalt company. I don't do asphalt. I don't know nothing about asphalt. So whenever I see that I'm doing a driveway, that they have that asphalt is really old and messed up, I let them know, hey, there's a company we network with. Here's their number. And I get him about 5 to 10 big jobs a year, okay? And guess what? He gets me a bunch of jobs every year. Every time he goes out there and he sees a house that needs to be done, bam, and we do family members and so forth. And guys, I cannot stress this enough, okay? If you want to grow your business and make money fast, like within 18 months, you will not be able to do it if you avoid networking. Networking is what will get you to the next level because also it's not very expensive. As you guys well know, marketing can be very expensive, guys. And this is one of those forms of marketing that is very inexpensive. Some of these groups, like I want to say the Chamber of Commerce is like $350 a year, guys. That's what, like $20, $25 a month. I mean, it's a non-issue, really. So make sure you guys understand that. If you guys really do a deep dive and you really research how to network within your area, man, like this is going to bring you a lot of customers. And the last thing I'll say about that is this, guys. We not only noticed that it was an uptake in terms of our business, in terms of like how many clients we were getting, but also, guys, wow, like the quality of the customers just went through the roof when we started networking. So I highly recommend that. Now, before we get into number 4 and 5, guys, check this out. Guys, quick announcement. I've created a digital product called Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box. Check this out. Okay, so the Mr. Bubbles Business in a Box is actually a thumb drive that we're going to send to you guys to your physical address. And when you get this thumb drive, you're going to see a folder that's called Box in it. And then when you open it, you're going to see all of these files right here, guys, all of these folders. And guys, this thing has over 500 files, anything and everything I've ever created from my business. So all of the blueprints, training modules, documents, all of the things that you guys constantly email me about, you know, your pricing PDF, your for example, you know, your marketing blueprints, anything that you could need for your business is in here. That's why we call it a business in a box. One of the things that I really like about this is, guys, check out all of these pictures. So you have a total of 300 before and after pictures that you guys can add to your website and your Facebook and your Google My Business. And check this out. So there's a folder called Google SEO, and the pictures already have the SEO words in them. And this one photo right here has over 300. This specific folder has 190 pictures, but all in all, it's over 300 pictures. Look at some of these pictures, guys. Amazing before and afters pictures for you guys to be able to add to all of your social medias and whatnot. This is going to help you get a lot of customers. And of course, your edible postcards are on here. And then finally, you got training videos on here as well, guys. Like, for example, the video on how to optimize your Google My Business, the Mr. Bubbles. You got several videos, so they're like training modules. You got all the PDFs. The bottom line, guys, is this. This is going to help you with your business. So don't miss out. Make sure that you email us so you can get your business in a box today. In order to get your business in a box, you just got to hit the link in the description of this video. And I say this all the time on the channel, guys. The more you know, the more you grow. That's how come I decided to create this business in a box, because it has everything in there you need to be able to grow your business. And I really believe that this is going to be a game changer for you. Guys, you do not want to miss out on this one. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Number 4 on our list. This is another thing I talk a lot about on the channel, but let's talk about it a little bit further here. You want to become branding focused. Now, marketing is the thing that you do to get a customer, but branding is the thing that you do to build a reputation in a marketplace. So I'll give you guys a great example. When you go out there and you put out yard signs, bandit signs, that's marketing. That's a physical action that you're taking to get a customer. But branding is something you do to build your reputation. So you're getting customers based on your reputation. So you can install a referral program, for example. And what I highly recommend you guys do is make sure you have an awesome online presence. Like, for example, we never really gotten a job just because of our website, right? But people see the website and they're like, wow, this company looks reputable. And there's a bunch of before and after pictures there. There's reviews and whatnot. So, and then also with Google My Business, right? Like, people read those reviews, they see those pictures, and bam, it builds your reputation in the marketplace. Of course, you know, we've talked a lot about this. You know, in order for this to work, guys, you better be out there doing some quality work, because if you're doing crappy work and you have a crappy attitude, well, then you're going to create negative branding for yourself. So make sure that you understand the fine line between marketing and branding. And what I recommend you guys do is you blend the two. Like, for example, if you're doing your yard signs and your yard signs just say pressure washing phone number, that's already a big mistake. Why? Because there's no branding there. There's no, where's your name? Where's your website? People want to look you up. They want to see who you are. Why are you trying to hide? It looks kind of fishy. In today's modern age, you know, people want to know things. They want to look you up on Facebook. They want to look you up on Google. So, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Branding. Look at this, right? It's on my shirt everywhere you go. It's on my vehicles. Make sure that you guys stay focused on branding, because that's not just making you money right away, but you're also playing the long game as well. And guys, really, I mean, when I started focusing on branding, it was in year number 4. So that's when we did our first wrap. Man, I mean, if I could go back in time, I would do that from the very beginning. I would find a way to do that, because I mean, these things, they pay for themselves. Finprint shirt, I've been with them. We've had other shirts before Finprint, but Finprint is like 7 years or 6-7 years that we've been with Finprint. Highly recommend you that you get professional uniforms, that your vehicles are branded and your name's on there. Again, your online presence has to match your boots on the ground presence as well. Make sure you guys are staying focused on building your brand. Number 5 on my list. Wow, something we talk a lot about. I would say besides marketing, and because we talk a lot, almost every video we talk about marketing, pricing, and then the third thing we talk about the most is this. Number 5 on our list is amazing customer service. So if you want to grow fast and make a lot of money quickly, you're going to have amazing customer service. There's no way around this. This is one of those core skills that you're going to need. And, you know, the bottom line is, if you guys look around the world that we live in today, right? You think back to even 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I remember having amazing customer services when you used to go, get your oil change, or you would go to, any restaurant of any kind. People were so friendly. Not today. Let me tell you, customer service is dead. You call around to small businesses, man, I mean, it is hard to get a hold of people. If you buy a product and you want to return it, wow, good luck with that. That's all I got to say. Good luck with that. Because customer service is not dying. It is 6 feet under. It's dead. So this is where you can become, this can become the difference maker for you in your marketplace, because I guarantee you guys, your competition sucks right now at customer service, and this is the area where you can slip right in and be something special in your marketplace, and people will flow towards you because of that. So what does it mean to me to have great customer service? Let's talk about it. The 4 things. So number 1 thing I've noticed a lot of new guys make this mistake is they don't answer their phone. So number 1 is you got to make sure you answer the phone. If you can't answer the phone right that second, you got to jump on it right away, because we live in an instant gratification world, meaning that person's going to call you. If they don't get a hold of you, they're going to call the next guy, the next guy, the next guy, until they get a hold of somebody that gives them the answer they want. I can't even begin to tell you how many jobs I've been to where I say to people, how did you find the company? And they tell me that story. They call company A, company B. Our company was the 3rd one. We answer the phone, and that's why we got the job. It's pretty much that simple. So make sure that you're answering the phone. Number 2, when you do answer the phone and you pick a job up, make sure you show up on time. That is a huge pet peeve for people. There's people that we've noticed, they set aside their whole day to be there for us. So make sure, because it's disrespectful, guys, when you say you're going to be there at 9 and you show up at 11:30. They might still do business with you, but then they will not recommend you to anybody, and they will never do business with you again. So make sure that you show up on time. Number 3, this is huge. Make sure that you're friendly. If you have a crappy attitude and you're very standoffish with people, man, the chances of you making it in business is going to be very difficult for you. So you have to develop that side, because this is one of the pillars of customer service, being friendly and nice and polite to people. I mean, people will flow towards people like that. So make sure that you're smiling and you're asking questions, and you don't make the whole conversation about you. Remember, I talk about this all the time, right? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So talk about their cat or their dog, or wow, what a beautiful home. Oh, wow, what an amazing swimming pool. Get them talking about themselves. You know this. You guys know this. People love talking about themselves. So make sure that you're building that relationship with people, because at the end of the day, that's all great customer service is. It's about building relationships. And then lastly, we talked about this a little bit. Guys, make sure that you're doing quality work out there. And if, you don't feel comfortable doing something, then send it down the pipeline to a company that has more experience. That's why I tell you guys this all the time. Stay focused on house washing, concrete cleaning, because it's hard to mess that up. When you get into your, roof cleaning and soft washing certain things, that's when you can make mistakes. So I highly recommend you guys first become ninjas of house washing and concrete cleaning. That's where most of the money in the industry is anyway. But this is what I'm going to recommend. You guys go back, watch all of my episodes, because from episode 1 all the way to this episode, you guys will see there's always a huge gold nugget of, something in there that you're going to be able to learn that will make your business better. And I have tons and tons of videos on my channel of how to do certain things out in the field. Whether we're talking about decks, for example, if you guys watch my deck cleaning videos, you guys know about my technique, crack, crack, middle, crack, crack, middle. So just search the channel out, watch your deck cleaning video, concrete cleaning videos, roof cleaning videos, house washing, soft washing. Of course, we're going to be doing our very next series is going to be a concrete cleaning series. Then before the end of the year, on our schedule, we have a soft washing series that we're going to do, gutter cleaning series. Of course, we're going to do our oh my God, what is that thing? Enclosed trailer build series. That's going to be the last of our builds right there, because we have a lot of builds on the channel already. And then towards the end of the season, before the end of the year, we're doing our series on the 12 skill sets that you need in order to make a lot of money in the pressure washing business. And again, guys, stay focused on these things. Make this a check-off list. Make sure you got each one of these things, and you're going to go very far, and you're going to be able to make a lot of money in this business. And that's all I got for you guys today. Really appreciate you coming to my channel today and watching this how to grow your pressure washing business video. Highly recommend you watch part 2, because now we're gonna do a deep dive into the back end of you know, how to grow and make a lot of money in the pressure washing business. So highly recommend. That's going to be out within the next day or so. And then I mentioned a couple of things here, like the pricing PDF. You guys can email me. Find my email in the description of this video, and I will email you the PDF. This is a jumping off point. A lot of guys have been telling me that because it's only 2 pages, they laminate it and keep it in their truck. And man, we've been getting a lot of great emails about how this is helping you guys, you know, make a lot of money out in the field. So make sure, remember this guys, networking, right? I am a part of your network, so reach out to me. That's what this channel is all about. You guys are part of my community, and my job is to help you guys grow. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.